few things to catch up on today. We were filming maybe 2 weeks ago a video on the Browning bolt rifle on Patreon. I still had it around, so I thought I would take it out because today's video is on a 22 as a result of your questions. And so you probably recognize this rifle, Browning bolt rifle, before the A-bolt, after the Safari model. Still remains my favorite post-Safari Browning. Anyway, we'll just take this bolt out and set it on the table. And there are a lot of people watching this channel that know a lot about guns, so the bolt I just took out of this Browning bolt rifle is actually not from a Browning bolt rifle. So I'll just leave that there, and you can think about that while we're filming. What is that from? And for fun, there's the actual bolt from the Browning bolt rifle. So I'm sure some of you already know, but maybe some of you don't. Anyway, I'll just make the main video. There's the bolt rifle. If you want to have a look at this in detail, on Patreon I take it into small pieces, and what a fabulous rifle. So that was just on my mind. And the second thing was I dropped by a gun shop, and they were good enough to give me this Anschutz catalog, and they've come out with a new model 1761, which is, I didn't look at the rifle, but I'll just leave this on the table. I don't know if we can film that for the people, but what a sharp looking rifle. Something about this configuration here reminds me of a Berno semi-automatic. Of course, there's the bolt handle, which wouldn't be there. But maybe 20 years ago, Berno had a semi-auto. I just forget the model number. Maybe it was 451 or something like that. Anyway, that's the classic looking Anschutz, and then on the cover they have this version that's got the kind of cutaway stock. Anyway, it looks good. I'll have to study that more. So what was the question about 22s? Quite a few of you were saying you wanted a fancier 22, not to spend too much money, something really nice. Of course, I probably haven't made a video on the 455. This is a CZ 455, and obviously this is a citizen above suspicion. Just fantastic gun. Somebody also told me, or a few people, that they're discontinued, which is sort of bad news. But anyway, that's not what the video is about. It is an excellent 22, but I thought it's not quite in the used enough category. So I went into the 22 vault. We'll just set this aside. Maybe I'll make a video on them, but everybody knows how great they are. So I because of the BBR and the A-bolt, maybe you've seen these, maybe you haven't. The Browning A-bolt 22, they were around for a while, not long enough. You can see the similarities. Here's the A-bolt rifle bolt, and I will take out the 22 bolt. And you can see they're very similar. Of course, that's a 22 bolt, but just a beautifully machined bolt and mechanism. The Action even has a bolt release, which you don't often see. It's sitting right there, of course, like a regular bolt action rifle. And it has a removable magazine. The stock is about perfectly dimensioned. Tang safety. I suspect a lot of you know these A-bolts. They're not that easy to find. I'll flip it around so you get a better look at it. And this one is a 22 long rifle, but I shoot shorts. It doesn't feed shorts, but I just single load them. And accuracy is excellent. Brownings are just about always excellent rifles. It's just a simple fold down sight. And then if you decide that you want to have, the magazine release is just on the bottom, and you can see how easy it is to remove the magazine. So yeah, if you wanted something that's fancy but not too fancy and not too expensive, it goes without saying that all the guns here are $200. So yeah, you could pick up a Browning 8-bolt 22. And then, because I liked that one so much, someone offered me the 22 Magnum, and so I bought the Magnum. I hope I have these right. That may be the Magnum. I should look at the magazine. Yeah, this is the 22. Sorry for misleading you. But they're just about identical, except the magazine is a little larger on the 22 Magnum. And actually, I've used that one more. I had a big scope mounted on it. I should have seen the scope bases. But they're both really excellent rifles. Very easy to understand. And again, the collectability is very good, which is why they're hard to find. So that's probably my answer to the question what I would buy if I wanted something that looks really sharp. I mean, there are Anschutz Weatherbees around that also have the glossy stock and look quite good. But I still probably would pick the 8-bolt. Not everybody can buy these Model 52s, they're just not around. There are some really nice Steyrs around, but I think it's called the Zephyr, something like that. And there's an Australian rifle which I wish I could get my hands on, but I can't so far. So I thought the 8-bolt is probably the compromised solution or answer. And then getting back to the mystery bolt, this bolt is from a Weatherby Mark V. This is the African model, and it does not fit perfectly the Browning bolt rifle, but it was a clever sleight of hand that I thought I would show you how closely related they are, and I should put them on the table again. I mean, it's true the Browning bolt rifle is a heavy rifle, but I think we're all strong enough to carry around a rifle that weighs 8 or 9 pounds, whatever it is. And anyway, it's good for recoil. If you can get one of the BBRs before they totally disappear, probably a good idea. And same for the 8-bolt 22 in Magnum or in rimfire. If you see them in any kind of shape, I would snap them up. They won't be around for long. Anyhow, that's the answer to that question. And other than that, thank you for joining me as always. Please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.